Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how much money Shazam Fury of the Gods made over this weekend. It was the opening weekend for this movie, and I gotta say, I personally did enjoy it, but wow, I did not expect it was gonna perform this bad. Like, it is certified rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, and it barely made any money. If we look at this Hollywood Reporter article right here, it says that the movie made $30.5 million domestically, which is terrible, and if you compare that to the very first Shazam movie, that movie in its opening weekend made $53.5 million. So Shazam 2 made almost $15 million less than the first film. And obviously studios want to see their sequels end up making more money, and the fact that Shazam 2 made significantly less than the first one is really alarming, and that makes Shazam Fury of the Gods one of the worst opening weekends for a superhero film ever, especially among the other DC films. Now, something that's kind of good, I guess, is the budget for this film was roughly 100 to 110 million, so it doesn't look like they're gonna lose that much money, but it is just not looking good, guys. Like, I thought this movie would make at least like 70 million domestically over the opening weekend, but then the projections started to hit and everyone was saying it would be lucky to make 50, then people were saying it would be lucky to make 40, and I was like, whoa, no way, like Shazam 2 making 40 million, like that is a big problem. And just the fact that it made 30.5 million on March Break 2 is very bad, because guess what's coming out this week? John Wick 4. Then shortly after that, we've got Dungeons and Dragons, and Scream is still in the theaters and everything too, so Shazam 2 is going to have some very serious competition, so they needed to have a very big opening weekend, and the fact that they didn't means that their drop-off is going to be just absolutely massive this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if the movie makes like 8 million domestically, like a massive drop-off. So we just talked about domestic box office, now let's go ahead and talk about worldwide. So internationally, it made 65.5 million, which is crazy because that's the number that Warner Brothers probably wanted to see domestically, and the fact that it didn't even make 70 million across the entire world is very bad. The movie even bombed in China, earning 4.4 million. So yeah, guys, this is very bad for DC and Warner Brothers. Like, it looks like they're probably gonna lose some money. They might break even, who knows? Like, they are roughly at about 70 million total for this movie, and they're gonna need around 200 to 250 million to even make a profit. It is possible, but I just don't see it really happening. I think this movie is probably going to lose the studio some money, which is crazy because, like I said, normally sequels make more money than the first movie, because Shazam 1 made $366 million, and the fact that Shazam 2 is going to earn about half of that is very bad. Now, what caused this? Because I think there's a few different reasons. The first one, I gotta say, is the marketing for this movie was terrible. There was little to nothing going on, like no commercials, no ads, no nothing. It looks like DC just saw the projections for this movie that it was gonna do really bad, and they were just like, you know what, screw it, let's not even market this thing. Which obviously is going to hurt its box office earnings, because wow, you definitely see that it did. By not getting the word out there and getting people talking about this movie and the trailers and all that, how do you expect people to know about the movie and go pay to see it? Like, a lot of people didn't even know the movie came out. The second reason, I think, is James Gunn's announcement for the new DCU. By announcing all of these really cool projects, but then having some old ones that still need to come out, he basically made those films dead on arrival because they didn't confirm they were part of the DCU or not. So that makes a lot of people really hesitant to go see the movie. Like, if they're thinking, what's the point? Like, Shazam's not going to be in the new DCU, or Zachary Levi's not, or whatever. They're like, why am I going to go pay money to go see this movie if this character isn't going to be part of the future stories of DC? Which I totally get. Like, going to the movies is pretty expensive. You're going to pay upwards of like $20 for a ticket if you want to see it in IMAX. And if this movie ends up not mattering at all in the future, I totally understand why some people wouldn't want to pay to go see it. And then the other reason, I think, is because of Black Adam, because a lot of people know that Black Adam is connected to Shazam, and a lot of people didn't like Black Adam, and Black Adam didn't even make that much money with The Rock. So now they know that Shazam is connected to Black Adam, and it's connected to a messy old DC universe with a reboot coming up. Like, it just, you know, makes people not want to go see this that much. But I think if James Gunn came out and said, you know what, Shazam is going to be part of the new DCU, make sure you go check out this movie, then I think it would have helped it a little bit, but not that much. Just the fact that they included Wonder Woman in a TV spot from a very important part of the movie, you know, just sounds a little bit desperate from Warner Brothers. They needed people to go see this movie, and people did not go. $30.5 million domestically on March break is terrible. And it really really sucks because I like Zachary Levi as an actor and as a person, and I actually really enjoyed Fury of the Gods. I personally liked it just as much as the first movie, and I think a lot of people didn't really give this movie a chance. But yeah, I think this basically means we will not be getting a Shazam 3 anytime soon. Who knows if Zachary Levi is even going to be playing the character in the future? Like, I know in the post-credit scene of the movie they kind of hinted towards him continuing as Shazam, but it's not been confirmed just yet. I think with the first movie having a weak box office and then the second movie having a terrible box office, I think that means Shazam probably isn't going to get that third movie, and if they do end up keeping Shazam and Zachary Levi, I think he's going to be used more as like a cameo superhero, like maybe he pops up in team-up films, that kind of thing, but I don't think he's going to be getting his own solo movies anymore. But yeah, guys, it looks like Shazam 2 has had a terrible opening weekend. Let me know down below if you saw the movie or not, and if you didn't see it, what is the main reason that made you not want to pay money to go see it in the theaters? I'm just really curious to find out what the main reason is for people not going to see the movie in the theater. I have a feeling it's because a lot of people know that reboot is coming after The Flash, so they're kind of like, what's the point of these old DC movies? Like, I am very worried for Aquaman 2. Like, apparently the test screenings were terrible, and then Jason Momoa's future as Aquaman is up in the air too. I think that movie's not going to do that well. The Flash, I think, is going to do pretty good because everyone's hyping it up. Everybody is saying it's like one of the best comic book movies of all time. We've got Michael Keaton's Batman in there. I think it's probably going to make at least 800 million. But yeah, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and rumors regarding movies and TV shows, make sure you subscribe and also check out my Shazam 2 review if you haven't already. Other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic day and I will see you in the next video.